Good morning, everyone. This is Ranger Rob, and welcome to the Ranger Rob Country Living channel. Let's see, today is Thursday, so I usually try to do a video by Wednesday. I thought I'd wait one more day past the election and see all the feedback and take notes and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, today is a sparkling day. Looks pretty nice. Blue skies. It's cool, but that's pretty normal for the fall. Anyway, wow, what a week. Of course, everybody predicts there was going to be all kinds of trouble and stuff during the election results and stuff, and it's turned out to be pretty much normal. Everything's fine. Anyway, so obviously, guys, Trump won the election, and I think our lives are going to change a lot, and I think it'll be positive. Now, those that are kind of on the woke side or whatever will not appreciate some of the changes because it'll be kind of abrupt, but they need to be done, and somebody with the leadership and they can handle the pressure of rectifying things that need to be straightened out right away. It will happen. Anyway, so for those that may be upset that it wasn't the other way around, I just advise patience and give it a chance. What may sound like bad news to you may be a blessing in disguise. Anyway, so we'll leave it at that. So today, let's see, we got things are kind of quiet on the farm. We still got the 5 pigs. They're all doing really well, and see all the chickens. They're doing really well. So we'll take a peek at them and say hello to them and see if there's anything funny going on out in the fields here. But yeah, we'll probably talk a little bit about the changes that are coming and be optimistic. So yeah, dogs are hanging around, checking out finding things to chew on, and we lost Abby's collar again, but I just found it. The puppy has got it, Abby's collar, and I gotta get it from her. But yeah, so she, some kind of weird game, I don't know what it is, but she always steals Abby's collar during the wrestling, and then I've got to get it from her, and then we start this game all over. So anyway, let's move on. Well, I guess I got to comment a little bit more about results from a couple days ago. Is I am looking forward to seeing some changes, especially in the wokeness thing. I think it's unbalanced, but I'm pretty sure there'll be understanding in some of it, but it'll sound harsh to others that aren't used to getting their way. So I'm sure the transition is going to be controversial, but very necessary. I like the fact that they're going to focus on our health and our food, deregulation of a lot of things, and getting our energy back in line with being more independent. And the world's changed a lot since Trump was in office 4 years ago, but at the same time some things haven't changed, and hopefully we could be reminded that we may have to give in on certain things, but we need to get peace going again and get along, and quit having people get killed especially innocent people, on things that are going on away from the United States. I think the other thing we'll notice a lot of will be more nationalistic. I hope that's the right word to use, where we worry about our own country, and obviously we'll care about for countries outside of here, but making United States number one first and taking care of our needs is much more important. And then their plan is, as we stabilize our own nation over time, that we can start being the outgoing country that we used to be. But highest priority is taking care of our country in the first place, and that's good. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'm asking everybody, just be optimistic. Don't believe all the reports and rumors about what's going on. Wait until we see the facts. And I understand that some tough decisions have to be made. Give them the chance to do it and see how it turns out. So anyway, meanwhile, I'm here in front of my chickens right here. They're doing really well. I'm going to check their water, make sure they have food. The greenhouse is all shut down, so there's nothing to see there. And get these guys all fed and move on to the pigs. I can't believe what a gorgeous day it is. Nice and blue skies. My freelance chickens, I call them, are all doing their thing, working the property. They like to follow me over to the feeding cans, because I usually give them a couple of pellets from the pigs to munch on, just to help them gather food. And but yeah, they're doing good. Let's see if they're following me. Yeah, I'm being followed. Hi. And I still have my big old rooster right here, and he's still a good rooster. He chases after the golden retrievers a little bit. I actually have more trouble with this little hen here. But that little hen can hold herself. Okay guys, quit. The little hen will kick your butt. So guys, stop. Stop. And so yeah, it's part of their game. But nobody gets hurt. And these guys want me to give them a few pellets, and that's okay with me. So first of all, gotta get this gate open, then distribute some of the food. I usually feed the young ones first, and then we get the bigger ones later, and then check everybody's water. All right guys, so let's show you how I feed these little pigs here. So I feed them, I just pour the feed on the ground on a pretty level area. So so they've been fed already, but I've got the feed for the pigs over here. But I can tell my hens are getting to the food before I get it over there, so I need to pick it up and get it back over there. So anyway, so I do have the food for the bigger adults, and I'm gonna walk over there right now and feed them and show you how I feed them. All right guys, so I'm over here with the big pigs. So that's Desmond and Annie, and they're waiting to get fed. I pour their food on the ground too, and I'm gonna have to set their food down. So the food's right here, and I pour it on the ground, and Annie, and then we'll run towards that. Desmond usually gets the food, and then when I pour the second one, Annie goes to that one. Anyway, they're hungry, and we'll get them fed. And once again, I just pour these on the ground, because every time I put bowls out, they throw them around or start chewing on them. And so yeah, so they're hardy equipment. So let's get them fed. Okay guys, so I just got Desmond fed over here, and Annie's waiting for her food. I've got it right here, and I'm going to pour it out for her and let her eat. She's not hungry. These guys are always hungry. Anyway, so both the big pigs are all set, and they get fed pretty evenly. And now I can't do anything about their water right now because everything's frozen, but this afternoon I will, when things thaw out, I will refill everybody's bowls here. So all right, so piggies are in good shape. What you got? What you got there, baby? That's a good looking stick. That's a good looking stick. Well, my golden retrievers are doing their normal thing and getting into trouble, and a German Shepherd's doing super. She kind of keeps a check on all the animals first, and she does play a little bit, so but she is more serious. But anyway, guys, you know, the next 4 years is going to not be easy. We all asked for change. We all know that we needed some things fixed. And so some tough decisions are going to be taking place, and some challenging things from the left and all that. It's going to be it's not going to be an easy project to fix all the problems we have, but I think the big thing I want to think is we all should be optimistic, support the president, put your 2 cents in when you think something's not a good decision or not, but get rid of the hate. We've been hearing lots of we hate that, we hate this, we hate everything, other people, all that stuff. If you're not happy, just be patient, and we'll have another chance to change things. But we all got to stop the hating, and it'll be easier for everybody to get along better. I think the biggest thing is we all need to try to get along with other countries. We got to get these wars stopped, because people are dying, and nobody deserves that. So anyway, guys, let's move on. By the way, to our listeners and people who watch our channel, I need to ask your opinion. So I've got obviously I told you that we still have RangerRob poopy bags, but only a few left. So we quit selling them on Amazon. And so what I wanted to talk about is these magnetic stickers, not really stickers, but magnets that we put on my truck, like these two here. The one on the side over here, I've been trying to take off, and it's falling apart. And you can see they don't come off that easy. It's been on there a long time. So I'm asking anybody who might know good ideas of how to remove magnetic adhering signs from your car, especially if they've been on there for a long time. And I think I lived in Arizona at the time where some of these were put on, and the heat was really heavy. So anyway, real heavy. It was real hot. And anyway, sorry, I'm watching my puppies. What are you guys doing? It's silly. At least our dogs get along. Anyway, how would you suppose I get this thing off? Is there a secret to taking one of these things off? Because it's just splitting and falling apart. So if you have some feedback on how to get these things off, let me know. I appreciate it. So, in the meantime, these crazy dogs are getting playful again. But at least it's a pretty day.